Hello everyone and happy Friday. Welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Today we'll be picking up with the beginning of episode 3, as you can see. So let's dive right in. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You manage to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you... You think about Sybil's warning. The worst is yet to come. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Achievement. Wash away your sins. Time to start your day. Let's check on Dustin. There's two. There are two of them now. Morning, Dustin. Who's your friend? Her name Mom. She come to visit. I Dustin, Mom. Gotta stay with Dustin until glass house empty. Thank you, human, for take care of my boy. What happened to your glass house? Asshole squatter move in. Kick Dustin Mom out. Squatter try to eat Mom. Squatter evil. Squatter may be asshole, but squatter not evil. It just try to survive. Just like all creature. Okay, I'm sorry, but I have to get a screenshot of this. There we go. Dustin still have much to learn. I had a rough night. Can you console me? Was it because of Cat Monster? Dustin was scared too. Shh. If Cat Monster want to eat Dustin, Cat Monster will have to go through Dustin Mom first. Dustin Mom will kill. Then Dustin and Mom eat like kings. This nature. That is nature. I've gotta go. Bye. Okay. That's that. You hold your breath and approach the bedroom window. After finding that boot print and viscera in the garden yesterday, you can't help but anticipate something staring back at you. It's the same view. You turn back to the guest room. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? That's enough of this closet. You turn back to the guest room. You pull out your phone and open up your group chat with Stella and Kanika. Morning, how are you guys holding up? It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Let's head downstairs. You've done everything you wanted up here. It's time to start your day. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Ugh. Girl, same. Girl, same. I love chocolate cake when I've had like a really bad day the day before for breakfast. It just makes everything perfect again. Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Booksmart. You have to imagine that the fresh face in the kitchen is Janie. Tabitha did mention that she comes in on Wednesdays to clean. Vile woman, destroying the natural order of my kitchen. Tabitha's eyes dart to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress eating ice cream for breakfast. Bonjour, Frou-Frou. Ugh. Bonjour? Sacre bleu. Do not think you can just bonjour me just because I slept at the foot of your bed last night. I still despise you. I don't think I deserve this look, Tabitha. 3 humans at once. This is abhorrent. Your stink will linger here for hours. How am I to bear it? I see. Talking to my cat again. Are you sure you didn't get hit on the head last night? You don't say good morning to your pets? I always make sure to talk to my farm cats and alpaca like they're people. To me, they kind of are. Hi, you must be Janie. Tabitha mentioned you'd be coming in today. That's right. I'm just here to do a little bit of cleaning. What cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations, or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Vinny. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company, what with everything that's... Janie! Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being a bit too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Nobody lives out in the garden, right? Gosh, I wouldn't know. Miss Tabitha won't let me touch the place. Nobody lives in the garden. Why are you even asking? Look, I found this gory footprint in the garden yesterday. You showed Tabitha the photo of the boot print you took yesterday morning. Look, you're not wrong. That's definitely unsettling, but I don't think there's a squatter out there. Even if there was, I don't really have the time or energy or desire to go poking around out there. Gosh, you two sound a little heated. Is everything all right? We're fine, Janie. Alrighty then. They'll just let me know if there's anything I can do to help. How's your morning been so far? Aside from you trying to give me a heart attack about squatters in the garden? They had to take that little girl's foot last night, so I'm a little stressed. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible wound up happening, so you're coming with me. Yay, cousin bonding time! I'm actually looking forward to spending some time together outside of a life or death situation. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything, I'll know. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Vinny, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. Thanks. Last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is the local pastor. He's a gentleman and always willing to lend an ear. It's actually been going a little stir-crazy ever since we moved here, what with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. That sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Of course. He's always ready and willing to talk with people, so feel free to stop by the church anytime. The door is always open. It's been nice meeting you, but I've got to bounce. Bye, Janie. Alrighty then, be safe out there, you two. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into the car. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. Oh, neat. What kind of tea? I don't know. The kind Sybil makes. She makes a bunch of weird stuff. I don't know what all of it is called. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice just to go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you'd never have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh. Other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. That's very Hemingway of you. It worked out great for all his characters, too. And for him. That stings, Finny. I don't have time to read books anymore anyways. I read expense reports now. We're burning daylight. Come on already. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Vinny, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will be just a minute. Is Kanika okay? Of course, she just needs some time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. Aww, axolotls! Ugh. I love pickles. So, Miles. Scared me. Before you can finish your thought, you're halted by the tinkling of bells announcing another patron. Oh, excuse me. Wait, you're Vinny, aren't you? My name is Beau. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you. The policeman said he might just be out hunting somewhere, but me and my mama both know he ain't coming back. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week. But now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? He died on the northeast ridge of town, off the Estrina Trail. Thank you, Vinny. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere all by his lonesome. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Tabitha and Sybil are still at the tea room. Yeah, I get a feeling that Sybil, being, you know, basically the matron of the town, probably has more stay in what goes on than people might think. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. If y'all want, you can swing by. Otherwise, meet at library and figure out plan? I think I'm good. Just had a big fight, not really hungry. Gonna chill in my van for a while if you want to hang out though. Otherwise, see you guys at library. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. I'm gonna wait for Tabitha. Your cousin will probably be back any second. It's best just to stay put. Excuse me? You and Miles share an uncomfortably long moment of silence as Beau continues to shop. You pick up the closest object, a sleeve of donuts. You pretend to be engrossed by the nutrition information. 10 milligrams of cholesterol per 4 donuts. Fascinating. Miles continues to pretend you don't exist. Tabitha bursts out of the tea room, tucking a pouch of herbs into her coat as she walks. She looks up at you in surprise. Wow, you actually stayed. Kind of expected you to go running off the instant I left you alone. And miss out on cousin bonding time? Tabitha sighs. If calling this cousin bonding time is what it takes to get you stay out of trouble, sure. I've got a couple of hours to spare. I'll pick us up some sodas and we can get out of here. I don't like lingering where just anyone can walk up and start talking to me. Tabitha leaves the store, motioning for you to follow. Tabitha stops in front of a small house on the quiet hill just off of Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know? And here I thought company towns died out a century ago. It's just easier this way. Now come on, let's make ourselves scarce before we're spotted. Your cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pocket. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in. Don't worry, it's empty. You follow your cousin into the model home. We haven't rented this one out for years. I come here to get away from it all. Does that make sense? Kind of like a vacation home, but I don't have to travel. Anyway, make yourself comfortable and have a soda. Tabitha hands you a cream soda before settling in on the couch. Can we try some of that tea you picked up? It smells nice. Nope, it's a sleepy time tea. You don't want to drink it in the middle of the day. Do you ever get to travel? I saw your blowing rock mug. My what? Oh, that must be one of Janie's. She was always saying we didn't have enough cups. There are 3 cups, that's plenty. One for me, one for Pearl Ann, and one for the occasional guest. But Janie said her husband has a ton of done little souvenir mugs from his travels. Not that I asked, she just tells me stuff about her family. Anyway, she said they have mugs to spare, as if I needed her charity. I guess she must have snuck in a few under my nose. I'll have to remember to toss it when I get back. Anyways, to answer your question, no, I don't travel. Too much to do. Sure, I'd like to see the Outer Banks one day, but I'm the head of the company. It's not like anyone can cover for me. Aw, look at her little face. Maybe when I retire, if that ever happens. You live in a massive mansion, but only have 3 cops. Why does everyone get hung up on that? It's not like the Scarlets don't own more dishware, but I'm not going to use the fine china to drink Pepsi. And we technically have 4 glasses, but one of them is used for the silverware. So there, we have more than 3. Maybe when this week is over, we can go to the beach together. Yeah, maybe. I think I'd like that. Do you like living here? Like I said, it's the only thing I know. You don't need to have lived somewhere else to know if you like it here. I respectfully disagree. Everything in life requires context to properly understand. And I don't have context here. You don't need context to know if you like living somewhere. Are you happy? Generally? No, I'm not. But I'm happy you're here. Do you actually like running the mines? Of course not, but that doesn't really matter. I've had years of Pearl Ann drilling that into my head. I can't trust anyone else to do my job, and if I don't do it, this entire town falls to ruin. My burden to bear. So I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about running off. What would you want to do if you weren't here? Honestly, I'd like to be a bank teller. Something like that. My entire life has been defined by my obligations. I'd like nothing more than to go somewhere, do a task, and go home. Not that it matters. I am here, and my life is defined by those obligations. Dreaming about some other life only makes the one I have more difficult. Why do you come here? Tabitha sips her soda, her expression suddenly heavy. I guess the estate has a lot of history. This place is so new by comparison. It's like the estate is full of ghosts pressing down on me all the time, pressuring me to do what they want. When I'm here, I can imagine a life where I don't have to think about the 200 years of history resting on my shoulders. I can imagine just living as a bank teller or something, having a simple life. What was Pearland like? Okay, I guess you should know at least some things about the woman whose funeral you'll be attending. She was my mother, she was your mom's twin, fraternal, they didn't look alike. Same with the personalities, night and day from what I've heard. Pearland was a hard ass, but that comes with the territory. I mean, what else do you want to know? Did you two get along? No, that woman was a monster. I get it. We'll leave it at that. What was your dad like? Don't know. He just up and left one day. Didn't want anything to do with us anymore, I guess. They never got divorced, just separated. He probably couldn't be bothered to fill out any paperwork, especially considering he would lose any and all claim to the Scarlet Fortune if they divorced. And he'd have to pay child support for a kid he couldn't be bothered to call on her birthday. I'm sorry. That must have been really hard for you. I don't really think about it. He didn't want anything to do with me, his loss. Hell yeah. What do you think of Silas and those other old-timers? It's complicated. They built the town, they built the mine. They're the whole reason you and I are here today. They weren't angels, I know that, but they're dead. They've been dead a long time. I can't believe we're actually hanging out. I can. That's why you came all the way down here, isn't it? What I can't believe is that I'm actually almost enjoying it. What kind of things did Pearland tell you about me and my mom? It doesn't matter what she told anyone about you. She's dead, and in a few days, we're going to bury her in the ground. I'm really glad I came up here. Tabitha pauses as she takes a long, contemplative swig of her soda. Yeah. I'm supposed to be having dinner at Reese's place. Do you know him? Reese? Oh yeah, the dude that used to hang out with Kanika and Stella. I kind of remember him. Quiet, smelled kind of weird, stopped coming to school at one point. I guess he got sick or something? I know his mom better than I know him. She's been everybody's doctor for as long as I can remember. She's intimidating. I've always liked her. Guess that's not hereditary, though. Reese always seemed like a bit of a wet blanket to me. I know, I've already asked, but can you tell me what the deal is with you and Stella now that we're hanging out? Alright, fine. We were close in high school. Really, really close. Oh, look at that little face. Hello. We'd have sleepovers a few nights a week, spend all night watching monster movies and eating chips, and... Anyway, Pearland didn't like her. I'd always have to lie and say I was going over to her place to study. When we graduated, it was impossible to see her anymore. There were no more excuses to go study, and I was too busy learning the ropes at the mine. Pearland made sure my every waking minute was occupied. I didn't have time for friends. But I never needed friends before meeting Stella, so it was easy enough to slip back into that mindset and try to move on. I want to punch your mother. This sounds like an old novel about two very good female friends. I can see your biography now. Tabitha Scarlet and Stella Richmond never found men to marry, so they lived out the rest of their days together as gal pals. Exactly, gal pals, except I would never have a roommate. And that ship has sailed anyway. Ooh, I don't know about that, Tabitha. I think it maybe. I think it maybe. I think you, it's not as sold as you think. See, she doesn't really like Kanika, and that might be a little insulting. She probably did mean that. Don't know if she knows who. Okay. What's going on with Wayne? He's been following me. I think something's wrong with him. Wayne? As in Sam Wayne? I don't know who you think is following you, but it can't be him. Pearland sent him packing. Sorry, it's a bit of a sore spot for me. I'd rather not talk about it. Okay, boundaries respected. Thanks. Do you know Sybil well? Everyone in town knows her, but I don't know if anyone actually knows her well. Why did you hire Janie? Pearl Ann hired Janie. She was my babysitter before she started cleaning the estate. The police are really on my ass. I wouldn't really worry about them. Our family is the law around these parts. So you should do your best to stay on my good side. Are you coming ghost hunting with us tonight? Is that actually happening? See? Ship has not as sailed as I thought, or you think. Stella will be there. But so will Knika. I doubt she'd be thrilled to see me again, but there's no point arguing with you. If you're going to get up to any paranormal stuff, I'd better be there to save your skin if it gets hairy. Count me in. Thanks for taking me out here. Your phone buzzes before Tabitha has a chance to respond. Almost forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day. Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar. Meet y'all there in half an hour. I totally blanked on that. Been having a weird foggy morning. Wild that they're still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing even after last night. Do you think news has spread yet? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all soon. Somebody's popular. Talk to animals and book smart. Gotta meet the dog mayor and tell him there's a curse on the town. You're joking, right? At least you know the mayor is a dog. Tabitha takes another sip of her soda, smirking. Everyone knows it's our family that holds the power in this town. Still, sounds like it could be kind of fun. Even I can admit it's funny watching everyone fawning over the little guy in his mayor getup. And if Stella's gonna be there, there's that face again! Yeah, count me in. We can finish our sodas and head over. I think you're gonna have a gal pal roommate a lot sooner than you think. How do I look? It's been a while since I've been out in public like this. I think it looks like we're going to be leaving it there for today. I hope you all enjoyed our cousin bonding time, and I will be seeing you on Monday with more Secret World Legends. Try to have a good weekend. Bye!